Hey guys, so today we're going to be installing these two SuperTech air filters into our 2012 Jeep Wrangler. Air filters are a super important part of the vehicle. They keep the cabin air as well as the engine air clean, and that is also extremely important while you're overlanding because we're driving through dust and mud all the time, and it just really helps. These are up to 20,000 miles or 32,000 kilometers of protection, and that's more for regular roads and stuff, but again, try to change it more regularly if you're going to be off-roading or in places with more pollens or dust or allergies around. Installing air filters in a Jeep is actually very simple. All we do is remove the glove box and then open up the place where the air filter goes in, which I'll show. And yeah, aftermarket air filters like these, SuperTech ones, will come in two pieces to make it easier to get in, because having a speaker right here actually adds a big box where it's hard to open up that last cage thing. So having two separate pieces, we can just put them in one at a time and then fit them together, and it fits perfectly. To take out the glove box in a Jeep Wrangler, all you do is push in the two sides, which opens up these pins that hold it in there, and then we just fit it out. It's pretty simple. Just like that. So to install it, all you need to look at is this one little piece here, where there's this mesh cage blocking it. To open it, there's these two clips here, and all you do is push down and they open very simply. Again, with this speaker here, this one's pretty hard to open, and we actually won't need to open it to fit it in there. But another interesting thing is there is this cover that blocks the place where you're going to be putting the air filter in. And just to open that up, all you do is make sure that the air's on at least a little bit, push the circulator button, and that actually opens. And then now you have access to this area where the filter goes. So now that everything's all open, we just need to install it and take it out of the box. So with air filters though, there is a correct way to put them in. There is a top and a bottom, and there's always an arrow that's pointing to which side's the bottom and which way it's going to be facing. You can stick them straight in, and there will be pieces that plastic in there that helps you guide it right into the proper position. As I said, aftermarket ones come in two pieces, which just allows it to fit in a lot easier. So for this, we're just going to put the one in. So the air filters are all nicely in there. It took just a minute of jimmying them in there to get it fitting right. What I just did was stuck it in on the right side and folded it down, and then I could push them down together since they are two separate pieces. But Jeeps are not just like cars. With cars, when you open up the glove, you slide out this tray and then you can place them down in there all nice. This one, you know, because of that speaker, again, it makes it tight and kind of harder, but at the end they fit really simply and they're all perfect. Now we're installing the engine's air filter. We're just going to pop the hood, and then I'll show you how to install it. So right here is the air filter. We actually have a snorkel hooked up to it. Doing the engine's air filter is actually very simple. All there is two bolts that you can use. A 10mm socket wrench is probably the best wrench to do it, but we just have a regular wrench with one of those circle things. I don't know what it's called, but to take that off, and then there's four little clips. I'll show you how to do it. Using the 10mm ratchet wrench, we're just going to take off these two bolts, and once they're off, there's only, like I said, 4 pins to remove, and then it's just sticking in the air filter and replacing the old one. Socket wrench would be a lot easier to do this because it would fit in place, but since we are doing this in the field, ratchet's the best we got, but it does work. These, once you get them to a loose point, you can actually just use your hand to loosen them. So they're not like really tight. And now they're out. Next thing to do is there's 4 clips, as I've said. 2 of them are right here. One's way down here, it's kind of hard to get, and the other one's just right here. And you just pop those up, lift the thing up, and then you can pull the air filter right out. All right, so I'm just gonna take off these clips. This one, and then the really far one down there. If I can reach it. All right, now you just lift it up and pop out the air filter. Our old dirty one. Now we can replace it with a nice new one. Literally for installing this one, you just set it in there, make it all nice and tight, and then pull the thing back down over it and push tighten it up with those bolts, and then clip on these little clips. And that's the thing we love about SuperTech. They're super high quality, all made in the United States, and extremely easy to use and set up. Once the air filter's in there, just jimmy it around a bit to get it fitted in properly, and then all these clips should clip on perfectly, and the two bolts, just set them back where they were, tighten them up until they're tight, and you're all done. It's installed and ready to go. So that's a wrap to the installation. If you're interested, these air filters that we use are in the link below. They're made by SuperTech. They're a great company and they're awesome. Thank you so much for watching the video. Definitely check out more of our videos to come and on installations, reviews, and stuff we've used. Really hope you enjoyed.